Hi everyone, I'm Mrs. Lambert and I have an all ages card game for you today. It is based on the card game War, but with a math twist. So in my classroom we always called this game Capture to make it a little bit less violent, but your family can call it whatever they want. So what you're going to need is a deck of cards. And since we are turning this into a math game, some cards mean something a little bit different. You're going to want to get rid of all the jokers. You aren't going to need those for this game. And then all the cards are the value of the number that's printed. And so we have to assign values to the face cards too. So a jack is going to be an 11. The queen is going to be 12. And the king is going to be a 13. So if you're playing with really young kids who are just working on comparing numbers, you can play this game just like you would the classic War. Whoever has the bigger number just takes both cards. You could also put a little twist on it and practice less instead of more. So whoever has the smaller number takes the cards. For older kids who are practicing some addition, you're going to flip over 2 cards at a time and add them together. So let me show you how it's done. So I'm playing and then I've got an invisible partner over here. And we're both playing at the same time, just like you would in the regular card game. But we're both going to flip over 2 numbers. So I'm going to flip over my 2. So I have a 10 and a 2. And my partner flips over and he's got a king and a 7. So now we're going to add up our 2 numbers. So 10 plus 2 equals 12. And my partner has a king and a 7. Remember, king is 13. So it'd be 13 plus 7 equals 20. So 12 compared to 20. So 20 is greater than 12. So my partner would take all the cards. Okay. And they would have their little keep pile over here. And now it's time for another round. So once again, I flip over 2 cards. I have a 5 and a 6. And my partner turns over 2 cards, a 10 and an ace. So again, we add up our numbers. So 5 plus 6 equals 11. And 10 plus 1, because an ace is a 1, also equals 11. So when the sums are the same, so even though we have different cards, the sum is the same. So we would flip over 2 more cards each. So I'm just going to scoot those forward because we still need those. So I have an ace and a 5, and my partner has a 2 and a 3. So 1 plus 5 equals 6, 2 plus 3 equals 5. So 6 is greater than 5, so I get to take all of the cards. And I put those in my keep pile. Okay? So our game would continue like this until both of us are finished with our deck. At the beginning of the game, I just took the deck and split it in half, so we both have equal numbers. If your family wants to continue playing and then take the keep piles and put them back in your deck, that is up to you, or you can just end the game right there. If you want to make the game a little bit more challenging for your older kids, challenge them to multiply their 2 numbers. That will add some multiplication in there, and you do get into some higher numbers, right? Your king is a 13. Or like I mentioned earlier, you can put a variation on the game, and instead of the winner is the one with the greater cards, you can practice playing with less, who has the smaller product or the smaller sum gets to keep the cards. Either way. So I hope you enjoy this one. It's another just fun twist on a card game you already know. So enjoy, practice those math facts, and have fun.